Yeah, from the block to the blockchain. I yield farm and I mean trade. On Pulse chain, I just DCA the block for the DeFi. Shout out to the whole gang. From the block to the blockchain. I yield farm and I mean trade. On Pulse chain, I just DCA the block for the DeFi. Shout out to the whole gang.
What it do, baby? It's your boy Blockhead bringing you the absolute best in DeFi. I'm not going to say this twice, but this is not financial advice. It's Sunday fun day, man. I got the homies with me, and they are they're a great bunch of people, man. Shout out to our guests. We got Mr. TrapDefi and 430A on the crypto. What's going on, man?
Let's go, Blockhead. What's good, baby?
What's going on, y'all?
What's good, Brody?
How you guys doing?
Everything
Man, good Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's a really good Sunday.
Everybody, good afternoon.
Yeah, man. So this show is mostly to talk about, you know, the mindset that it takes to win. And I've been with you guys in the trenches, cross chain. When I say cross chain, man, it's not one or two; it's a few. You know, so I'm glad you guys came on. There's a lot of good stuff we can talk about. Let the people know a little bit about y'all's crypto journey. What was y'all's welcome to crypto moment? Either y'all's first big win or first rug. What was your welcome to crypto moment?
Trap, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead, 30.
All right, so yeah, well, first and foremost, Blockhead, it's a pleasure to be on here, bro. Thank you for inviting us here. Very happy to be here. And yeah, man, 430 AON crypto. You know what I'm saying? The moniker is the biggest cryptocurrency platform on the planet. I've been running with it since about 2021. And I found cryptocurrency kind of by mistake. I found it on Cash App. One of my friends from work, we were outside my house having a cookout, and he showed me Bitcoin on Cash App. And I was very intrigued by it. I had no idea what stock market was, cryptocurrency, none of that. I didn't understand the investment life. So this began in 2021. And then from the Cash App, I got into the stock market, and then I did a couple moves over there. I had a nice beginner's luck, I guess, if you want to call it that. I got in around the AMC time. So if you guys remember that time, it was a full-blown bull market, you know? So after that, I got kind of bored with the stock market. I felt like it was kind of like, you know, like it was kind of not rigged, but like restricted. And when I found cryptocurrency, I understood why I felt like that towards the stock market. Like, you know, the stock market isn't open 24/7 like crypto. So basically, I downloaded, after I did the stock market on Robinhood, guys, I downloaded crypto.com, downloaded Coinbase. That's how I began my journey. And ironically, the first coin I ever got into was a meme coin called EMAX, Ethereum Max, that was promoted by Floyd Mayweather and Kim Kardashian. So that was my first rug, and that was my first interaction with crypto. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't give up. I stayed at it. That was on Coinbase. So then after that, I went to crypto.com, and then I opened up DeFi wallet, which is the, you know, the paired wallet with crypto.com where you could do your DeFi stuff. And it wasn't that it wasn't updated like that at the time. So I kind of seen the DeFi wallet, you know, kind of grow and add features to it. But that's when my DeFi journey really started on Chronos blockchain. I met a lot of good people over there. That's why I understood, you know, like the basics: token, contract, address, swaps, sending, receiving, NFTs, tokenomics. That's how I found Telegram. You know what I'm saying? Telegram, big communities on Telegram, you know, everything with crypto. Everybody loves Telegram. So that's pretty much it, bro. That was the beginning of it for 430. And it's been a very exciting journey ever since then, man. You know, we take losses, we take wins, but I kind of love this space, man. I love being in it. I love talking with people. I love building with good people. I also love the fact that in cryptocurrency, you can send money across the planet instantly. So that puts you in a place where you can help people that are not so financially fortunate as, you know, as we might be. You know, like we always think we're doing, you know, we got problems, but there's always somebody with more problems. So I really, really love that aspect about crypto, that you can help people out anywhere on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just a few things, man. But Yeah, man. Let's go with Trap now, man.
All right, Trap.
Damn, 4:30 got me fired up.
Yeah.
I missed the old days, man. Hearing about the DeFi wallets. I got a similar story, man. Found out about Bitcoin, but it's crazy. Uh, I'm gonna make it short, but I gotta go to the beginning. Gotta go to the beginning.
Sure.
Being incarcerated, bro. I had a cellie. He was like hella rich, man. He was hella rich, but he was stock rich. And he kept talking about stocks and blah, 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 and how crypto is going to be the future. And it was going to be the stock version. You know what I'm saying? Like the faster paced version of stocks. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I keep hearing about Bitcoin and this fucking crash happens. And I'm like, well, it's now or never. And it's around 2018. Didn't have too much money, but I put all my money in. One of the best decisions I ever made. Uh, Fast forward today, in between time, bunch of DeFi wallets, like 430 said, the Crow, the VVS Finance, that was juicy.
VVS.
Yeah, the VVS, yeah, that was juicy. Crow was real juicy. I was watching dudes on YouTube. I wanted more, so I was watching some dudes on YouTube. Y'all know the Trayvons, the Stunners, those types, the real Degen types, aping crazy money. And I found out about Tron and BNB and all these other things. I'm like, oh, it's more than just Bitcoin. It's more than just leave your money. You can stake, you can do all types of shit. I need more. So I found out about these different blockchains, started trying to flip money. And at this time, I guess I was lucky or whatnot because all these tokens was going up. Like, I guess I caught it right in the bull run. Boom. 2018, this is like 2021. 2020, 2021. So I'm like, I'm feeling the groove now. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, Drip comes out. We all remember Drip, right? And to be honest, bro, from Drip to now, I want to say it's been a breeze. It's been a blur, but it's been a breeze because it's been so many things. We've just been hopping in and out of things. I've been with you. I've been with 430. You know, we've been locked in for a while. So y'all know we've been locked in a lot of projects, man. But right now, uh, I guess we'll get into it. Yeah. You know.
So how do you how did you learn how to manage your risks? Was it from your IRL experiences or was it from your early days in crypto? Because, you know, whenever you first get in crypto, it's not so easy to maneuver. And, you know, a lot of people got to pay their tuition. And we definitely all paid our tuition in our own ways. For me, it was Drip. I didn't profit any money, but it took me a long time to get my money back out. So I learned how to move a little bit. But in y'all's situations, how did y'all learn how to manage y'all's risks in terms of how to play the trenches forward?
Oh, I got it. IRL experiences for sure, because I'm definitely a gambler in real life. So, but I also understand the value of a dollar. I understand that $50 is still $50. Yeah, the price might be going down, but I'm not one of the bougies to be like, oh, 10,000 is $100. No, $50 is still $50. So I try to be realistic and base my crypto experience off of how much does the average person make? Okay, can I make that? Can I make double that? Can I make triple that? And just try to exceed my goals. But I never try to go out of my risk. I want to make sure my bills paid. I want to make sure I got shit saved up, you know? That risk money we always talk about, that risk capital, I really live by that. If I ain't got it, I just ain't gonna play, you know?
430?
Yes, sir. Well, risk capital for me, when I first started out, I didn't really have a lot of money either. So to me, risk tolerance was kind of easy because I don't play with a lot. So I kind of figured out, you know, the ins and outs of crypto $10, $20 at a time, if that makes sense. You know, like if I do a trade and the $10 goes to $15, I would just say in my head, all right, so if I had put 100, this probably would have went to 150. So I kind of really learned my ways around crypto, just testing small amounts of money, man. You know, for whatever reason, I'm kind of glad it went that way for me because I would have ended up losing a lot of money had I tried to start my journey risking a lot of capital. So my risk tolerance is always just play with a small amount of capital until you understand, you know, the dynamics of what you're doing. So that's how it kind of went out for me. And you know, I take little losses here and there and all that. For the most part, you know, I'm a winner for the most part, and I'm not scared to lose. But that all just came about from really just playing with small amounts of capital, guys. So, you know, for me, it kind of works that way. And also studying and analyzing other people. That's another way that I manage my risk capital, you know, like seeing what happens when you do certain things, you know, like leverage trading and just all the stuff that we deal with in crypto, man. I learned a lot from playing with small capital and really studying other people, you know. And the last part, the most important part, is asking a lot of questions. You know, that really helped me shape, you know, my not just my risk tolerance, just everything, how I go about my moves, you know. I ask a lot of questions. I'm not scared to ask questions, even if I seem a little retarded, a little slow when I'm asking them, but it's good to understand what you're doing, you know. It's this a big saying in the investment world. If you're gonna invest into a product, make sure you understand it. So that's why I like to ask a lot of questions before I rule out my risk capital management, what I'm gonna do with a certain move. But yeah, more or less like that, bro.
So there's no such thing as a dumb question. It's important for us to continue to seek knowledge because this is a whole new game. How do you onboard people to crypto, especially like your close friends and family? Do they know that you're heavily invested in crypto? Do they, you know, how hard is it for you to communicate what digital currency is nowadays?
You got it 4:30.
Yes, sir. This is an interesting question, Block. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't meet a lot of people in my real life that do cryptocurrency. I don't know if that's a gift or a curse. I kind of feel like it's a gift, but it feels like a curse at times. Like your biggest wins, you wish that you could like explain and share it with your friends, but they just don't understand or they don't take the time to want to understand. So when it comes to like my family, you know, my family, I'm Cuban, so my family talks Spanish. They're not, you know, my parents are old. I have a younger sister, and she's not really into crypto. So when I explain this stuff to my family, you know, they kind of get it from the enthusiasm that I put into explaining it to them, but they're not personally in it. Majority of my friends don't even do crypto, and it's ironic because a few of them I've gotten a lot of big paydays for them. You know, with the crypto.com in 2021, the bull run, I onboarded a bunch of people and they made good money, and then they just forgot about it. So, you know, like I don't really tell people much about crypto anymore unless I find a person in my path that has a genuine interest in wanting to learn. And I noticed with this cryptocurrency thing, man, you never know what you're gonna find. You might find some really interesting people, and you might not even they might not look like that person, but when you take the time to talk to them and you know, exchange your little cryptocurrency talk, you start learning and building with people. It's like every time I meet somebody new in crypto, I always learn something new. But in terms of like telling real life people, like I don't really do it anymore. At first, they know I was real enthusiastic about it. I wouldn't shut up about it. But nowadays, I'm just real quiet and I'm more focused on self-development and getting myself where I need to go in this space, because I've realized that nobody's going to do it with me. Either I'm going to do it on my own or with the people that I'm speaking to right now, which are you guys. You know, y'all my crypto family. So I look forward to onboarding new people. I definitely do. But you know how the thing goes, man. They don't believe you until you pull up in that thing, man. So, you know, I just stay focused and stay quiet, man. You know, but I'm never ever like closed-minded when it comes to somebody wanting to learn. If somebody genuinely comes across me and wants to learn this stuff, I have no problem teaching it to them. And you know, I look forward to teaching this stuff.
Oh yeah, man. Onboarded for me personally, like real life, like my family and stuff. I don't really tell no more. First of all, I ain't gonna get into it, you know, too deep into it, but I don't really talk to my fam too much, you know. Um, I got my wife, I got my kids, I got my Telegram chats. Trap is happy. You know what I'm saying? But I tried to onboard people, but like I said, man, I've been in the game since 2018, 2021 strong. But that's a long time. We're in 2025, man. How many times I got to keep asking you or telling you or showing you? And I done showed you bags, and I done showed you plays and examples and proof, etc. And this ain't the shit on nobody. It's just over time you get upset that you leaving people behind, if that makes sense. You know,
But if you're
but
not going to look out for yourself, who is?
right at the same time. So, and you know, you want to look out, you want to help people and stuff. But the onboarding to the fam, that's a dud. But onboarding the people outside, like 430 said, if I feel like they got a genuine interest, or they mention something, or they say something, or that vibe is just right, then yeah, we talking crypto for sure. But online, we just get on Twitter and just type shit. And sorry if you hear that. It's hot out here. I got my little fan.
No, you're fine. What has DeFi done for yourself and your family? More importantly, like in terms of your own personal growth.
Oh man. Oh, bro. It showed me that you can really make passive income, bro. Like, some days are better than others. Some months are better than others. APRs are better than others. But you had those moments, man, like I want to go back to the drip, for example. And those who was there, they know. Like I had my little son, he's 5, 6 years old with his own little drip wallet. He got 10,000 drip, whatever, buying Roblox points with his little drip money. And it was cool because, you know, d- without compounding, just claiming, bro, it was kind of juicy. So to see a little kid doing something like that and being able to have money to buy stuff. And even my wife, she had her little situation going on.
So you weren't into compounding as much?
Not really. That I was highly against compounding. Like people know. I told people it was claim, 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 but nobody listened to me. But it's
Yeah,
okay. Compounding is cool. It's just everybody got their own strategies. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I put my bread, I need my bread. I need
yeah,
my
for sure.
bread. Then we'll think about compounding. Yeah.
So what have you learned in the past couple of years? Because we went from the BSC days to you guys broke off and found ICP, and that's where you guys have stayed. But we've also made a lot of plays in the Solana trenches.
Yeah, well, before ICP, bro, we hopped on Pulse. We went from BNB straight to Pulse. That's what's crazy. And we was doing a bunch of little farming and stuff, and then we was on Pulse Drip and Spark Swap and all these different things early on, pre-sale days. It was juicy. But then the Solana plays came in, then ICP. Boom. It was like I said, it was a blur, but it was a breeze. Everything fell into place. We caught floors. We was able to capitalize on a little arbitrage. It was decent.
Well, 30, what have you learned in the past couple of years, man? Where have you gone?
Hey man, that's a very deep question, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This whole cryptocurrency thing that changed my whole life, bro. Like, there's no turning back. Like, I get goosebumps saying this shit to you guys right now. No cap. My bad, Block. I'm not trying to curse on here. I'm trying to keep it PG.
Hey, it's all good. It's all right.
So if I slip one here and out, man, that's my fault, man. But
It's all right. No, you're fine. There's no worries.
Changed my whole life around, bro. Like, back to what I was saying. Like, I was born in Cuba. I came over here when I was 4 years old. My father won the lottery in Cuba, which basically gave me and my family our visas. Like your citizenship to America under the Clinton administration. So I've been here since 1996, and I came up hard, bro. I came up struggling. My parents are hard workers. There is no wealthy people in my family. I don't have business owners in my family. So I always had this like deep dream that I wanted to be that person in my family tree. And back then when I used to think, because I've always thought like this, I used to think back in the day, I got in trouble as a kid, bro. I used to hustle a lot, man. I used to hustle, be in the street. I never been a violent person, but I've always been a very hustling person. I wouldn't say gambling, but I'm like a hustler, investor, risk taker. I mean, that maybe that is gambling, but in my mind, I try to keep it, named just like that. But growing up, just being on a truck with my father. He's a truck driver. Just, you know, coming up the hard way for money, bro. You start to look at money differently. So when I turned 18, I got a job at this it's a cool little warehouse. I've been there for a while. I've been there for over 15 years now. And I don't regret it. It's been a great place of opportunity for me. And along the way, I've learned how to manage my time and also, you know, look at money in another perspective. Because when you hustle for money, that's one way. When you do little street chores, that's another thing. When you work, getting that paycheck, that's another thing. So I found the cryptocurrency about 10 or 11 years into my work cycle. So once I found the crypto, man, it just flipped my head upside down, bro, because there's so many ways to make money in crypto, man, whether it's from NFT, trading, farming, staking, whatever you want to do, lending, borrowing. It's just a lot of ways to make money, man. So once I figured out that I can put $50 in Chronos and $50 in USDC, put those together and make what we call a liquidity pair. Once I found out that liquidity pair on a website known as a swap generates me passive income, which is money. You know, you see the money being generated live. It's like a dashboard for your money. Once I figured that out, man, I was really, really just over the moon with it. And then I found that Drip, Forex Shark, Animal Farm, that really propelled my whole farming experience. That's what really opened my eyes to DeFi and passive income. Really, it was Forex Shark. You know, this is why I met a lot of you guys, man, on the Drip. You know, it was a project on Binance. It was a 1% return on your investment daily. A lot of people were on it. It was very, very what's the word I'm looking for? It was very attractive. It was very enticing to people that like, you know, crypto. So I just realized that the DeFi, man, it helps you make money while you're sleeping. And that's something that we should all be trying to get better at. We should all be teaching this to other people. And if other people don't want to learn, triple down on what you're teaching yourself, because like Block said, man, if you don't help yourself, nobody's going to help you. But that's what I learned from DeFi, bro, that you can basically have an apartment building with a bunch of apartments being rented out to no tenants. That's kind of what it feels like when you're playing around with DeFi, man.
Yeah, my first experience, my welcome to crypto moment was when SHIB and Doge was on crypto.com, because I had just came home, and then crypto.com, I was putting money in there, and I had turned a couple $100 to a couple thousand, and from there I got hooked, and from there I went to Drip, met you guys, and I'm pretty sure we've traversed every chapter of DeFi together since then. I mean, early AFAX days, even playing on base and Ethereum. I mean, we went from, I mean, we still do. We still yield farm. We still flip memes. But now we're learning the importance of liquidity providing, and, you know, we set the price. So when you're talking about how y'all both had stocks in y'all's early experiences, I played around with stocks, but what we can teach people is that we set the price. When, you know, we can be the bookie in a way. We set the value, we set the price, and that way we are able to acquire a little bit of fees along the way. It's not being greedy, it's being a liquidity provider. It's actually helping hold the floors and doing what's right. A lot of people are afraid to break free from what they know, especially like when I try to teach my parents and stuff. They get it because they know how messed up the dollar is. They get it now after I've been telling them for 4 or 5 years. But I still have friends that I've been trying to tell for 4 or 5 years, like, hey man, break free and set your own path. But, you know, we're not responsible for other people's actions. The only thing that we can control is our reaction ourselves. So what crypto has done for me, man, it's just helped me grow as a person. You know, I come from nothing as well, bro, and I don't have an inheritance. I'm not going to. I don't have big wealth in my family, so I have to hustle. I have to work, and like they say, if you don't work, you don't eat. Now let's talk about y'all's developments on ICP, because that's where y'all's headquarters are at right now.
Yes,
Give us
sir.
let's talk about that a little bit.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it, bro. I'm
Hey,
here.
man. ICP, what can I tell you, man? Internet Computer Protocol. It was spiking through the FTX thing. Like ICP was like a lot. It was like over $800. Now it's like under 5, maybe 4. I haven't looked at the price of block if you want to look at it on deck screen or how much ICP is. But ICP is basically a 100% on-chain experience, guys. So when you hear about crypto, they tell you a lot. Yeah, this is on-chain, but I'm here to tell you that's cap. A lot of these blockchains, they're on Amazon and Google web hosting services. ICP is its own web hosting service. So when we talk about planet Earth and technology, there's 3 web hosting services right now, but one has yet to be acknowledged, and that's called ICP. So basically, ICP is a blockchain full of decentralized apps that you guys can use. And the gas is all free on ICP. You don't spend no gas fee. So that's a super plus. It's also the fastest crypto I've ever used. I don't know about you guys, but I send a lot of cryptos to centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Crypto.com, and things like that. And ICP has by far been the quickest cryptocurrency I've ever used. It lands right in the exchange within 5 seconds. And that's another pro plus. Over there, they're not called token contract addresses. For the tokens, they're called canister IDs. The coding language on ICP is called Motoko. You know how Bitcoin is its own coding language. Solana is its own coding language. Ethereum has EVM. ICP has its own language. It's called Motoko. We've been over there, guys. We've been building, we first went over there just, exploring. There's a bunch of applications that mimic and resemble your favorite Web 2 applications. For example, we have Twitter. Over there, they have District. We have Telegram, WhatsApp. Over there, we have OpenChat. We have, Reddit. Over there, we have Discovery. We have Instagram. Over there, we have Rubaru. It's a bunch of different dApps over there, guys. I'll really have fun on ICP. We make money on ICP, but for the most part, it's like a good home base to store your assets. They also have this thing called chain key technology. So basically what that is, you can send over Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, USDT, Chainlink. It's still very young in the evolution with the chain key participant coins over there. But right now we have chain key Bitcoin, we have chain key Ethereum, chain key Link, which is Chainlink. We have chain key USDT, chain key USDC. So basically over there, you could send about 10 cents of Bitcoin to somebody for free. You could send over 10 cents of Ethereum to somebody for free, as long as it's in the ICP ecosystem. So if you're a maxi whale on any one of those blockchains I just mentioned, you could definitely pull up an ICP, have fun. And when you're done, you could just send your assets out via the chain key bridge. So it's a lot of stuff over here, guys. Really a lot of stuff. The CEO of ICP is called Dominic Williams. I think he was working on Ethereum back in the day with Vitalik, and he branched off and did his own thing. I think they're headquartered out in Switzerland, so they're not a USA entity, which makes it better. If you guys are into the financial stuff, offshore banking and all that, Switzerland is a big playground for that. So it feels good to know ICP is based out of a country that operates under that manner. USA is very complicated when it comes to taxation and all that stuff. So ICP, man, what else can I tell you, man? It's a lot of fun. If you guys ever want to check it out, man, hit us up on social media. We're always around. And Block's been over there. We also been working on this very, very exciting meme coin. It's called NAK, N-A-K. And it came out on this platform called Bob.fun, which is basically ICP's version of Pump.fun from Solana. So NAK coin came out October 2024. And it's been flying high ever since, guys. It's a community project. My friends are all into it, so I'm all into it. It's very exciting. It's fun. It's humorous. We're building a lot of relationships with all the platforms that are on ICP. There's a lot of liquidity pairs. It's just a lot of stuff going on ICP. But NAK token, don't FUD it. Don't fade it. Definitely check it out. And yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff on ICP, guys. You shoot me a question or whatever, I might be able to better answer it. But that's right off the top what I can say about ICP.
Okay, so I didn't believe it at first. But what is the reverse gas model? Like, dude, I'm making transactions and no gas tokens are leaving my wallet. How is that possible?
Hey, man, that's the magic of ICP.
Frisky. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys. By the way, hey, man, sorry. 430. I appreciate you holding it down too. And you block the baby girl, they just went shopping. And I'm like, I got my hands free right now. It's feeling good. So I'm looking at the screen now, see the chart up. I hear y'all talking ICP real quick. Oh, and by the way, hold on.
If you want me to pull up anything, let me know.
Trap is docs too, by the way. You feel me? Trap is docs. But no, ICP, for me personally, uh, it's like it's gonna be my retirement, bro. I believe in ICP. I feel like ICP, everybody talked about, the Bitcoin used to be $1. Woo, woo, woo. Imagine buying something like that. Cause I made a bunch of money in crypto. I'm not like rich or nothing, but I can do it. I can do what I want right now. I can spend more time with my family. I'm still on the grind, still hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all
I'm
three of us
never
still have
done.
jobs. All three of us still go to work.
Every day, and sometimes some days I'll be like, man, why? I could just go get a little boat or something and just chill. But the grind is real. I got kids and I think about their life. I think about their future. Yeah, I can just go chill in the woods in the tent and life will be great. Have all the food I want, little RV with the sun panels. It'll be nice. Starlink. Ooh, I think about it a lot. But you got to think about the kids' future, bro. You got to think about the generations and the next generation after that, bro. We got to leave a little imprint on this earth. So that's what it is. And people gonna talk about us one day, bro. They're gonna talk about the blockheads, the traps, the 430s of this crypto shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about it. And when they talk about it, they're gonna show a face. We ain't gonna be on no Mount Rushmore or nothing like that, but we're gonna be up there. Top 100 at least. You feel me?
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, man. Hell yeah.
It's
Buy some
about
ICP.
it's about not giving up.
That's a fact. Not giving up. Key
Not
statement
getting,
right there.
yeah, not getting shook on a little dip, and keep betting on black.
Keep betting, bro. I'm telling you, change your life. And like 430 say, oh yeah, man. I gotta say this, but like 430 say, sorry I'm walking around, man. I ain't got my glasses on and I'm looking for my glasses and I need to see. Oh, boom. There we go.
Trap, tell us your experience with ICP.
ICP? Oh, I love it. ICP, man, I'm very biased. And people tell their little moon stories and whatnot. A lot of people say Trap be lucky. But I think I got in at a good point, a good time. I'm looking for something, guys. Sorry. I got in at a good point and a good time. And that was like 297. You know what I'm saying? So we rolled basically $3 ICP. And mind you, the B&B plays before that, we rolled it all the way up. I sold a large portion of that, around $18. It touched 21. Sold it at $18. You mind if I smoke?
Yeah, you good?
So I had some good P's right there. I bought a lot of when I first got to the ecosystem, I bought a lot of the tokens, all the ICP tokens, the chats, the ghost, the whatever token they had, bro. I just bought them up and I just held them. And a lot of them mooned, a few of them mooned. And I made a bunch of P's, bro.
Was
So the
this like
prices.
was this like 18 months ago? Whenever we were diving into Wumbo and Dorito and stuff like that.
Yeah, this was even like right before that. This was before that. This was October 23rd is when that's when I made my open chat and I seen they had a wallet. I looked down the list and every token, it was a whole bunch of tokens. And I was like, oh, ghost token, chat token, boom token, just all these different tokens. I'm like, SNS, this, woo, woo. Bought them up, bro. Just started buying them up. Ghost did a 60x. I gave some $10 giveaways away. It was $100. I mean, it went higher than that, but people were selling it at $100. It was $10 when I gave it to them. It was crazy. But I got lucky with those tokens, was able to keep a bunch of P's. Houdini swapped a bunch of P's from Solana, free plays or whatever, took some L's. The profits just came to ICP. So
Hold on. What is Houdini swap?
the best,
You
the
gotta tell
best
them, bro.
bridge, the best bridge in crypto right now, HoudiniSwap.com. Anonymous. Shout out to 430 for telling me about that. And 430, you want to tell them about that? And shout out to 430 for them putting ICP up there.
Yeah,
Because
man.
now we can make it happen.
It's a nice anonymous bridge, or you could bridge over assets from multiple blockchains, and everything is anonymous. So if you guys are big on privacy like we are, definitely take advantage of Houdini Swap. Check them out. Jump in their Telegram. Let them know the gang sent y'all over there, man. And Houdini Swap, man, is lit, bro. We added ICP in there, so you know. It's just fun interacting with crypto websites, man. I noticed something about crypto, what we call Web3, guys. So, you know, Web2, for anybody listening, is the old conventional system of, you know, the internet, applications, money, all that stuff, right? Web3 is crypto. So I noticed in Web3, man, whenever you use a website and you want something changed or updated, these people just make it happen. Unlike Web2 applications, you can't call up Wells Fargo and say, yo, Wells Fargo, change up the application. It's tweaking for me. Or, you know, call up Amazon.
That's a fact. The UI tweak it, fix it.
Yup. You know, so Houdini Swap, man. Big love to them. We've been on there for a while. They got to add the referral link system back in the game because we've been doing a lot of swaps, man. We need that money. But aside
That's a
from
fact.
that, Houdini Swap, man.
And one more thing about Houdini Swap, they're doing I want to say V4 right now. They're doing testing. Swaps is live. You can test it and give review. They're giving 100 lock tokens out for your little quick review on your swap. So if anybody interested in that, HoudiniSwap.com.
Let's go.
Hey, Houdini Swap has been nice, especially going from Solana to ETH back to ICP and Pulse. Yeah, Houdini Swap is really nice, bro. It might take 10, 15 minutes or so, but you can dig through and try to find the transactions and try to find the wallets, but Houdini Swap is it, man. Like when it comes to privacy.
Another thing, those who don't care about being anonymous, you can connect your wallet and just make quick transactions. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to be anonymous, it will take a few minutes. Block, it is updated, so it does take like 2 or 3 minutes now. Like it says 15 minutes, but it's like 2 or 3 minutes now.
Oh yeah. It has definitely sped up.
Yeah, so shout out to them for sure, man. Definitely making the ICP things. Oh, shout out to VeChain too, man. Don't forget the VeChain broskies.
Let's go. Hey, yo, Chap, you want to tell them about Relay too, bro? I've been using that a lot lately ever since you showed me that.
Oof.
That's like another, it's not a Houdini. It's bridging between blockchains, but like you can't bridge over $5, $4, $3, you know, from one chain to another without paying a hefty fee. Relay has just been sensational lately.
What's the website? Relay what?
Relay.link.
Yeah, relay.link. I think they're at a Flow EVM. That's a new blockchain that we've been playing around with. But Relay is definitely another bridge you guys should check out. It's fire. You can send small amounts of USDC, meme coins, anything that you want. A majority of the blockchains that you like to play around on. It's a very nice swap. Definitely wanted to mention them, man.
That's the next one we trying to get ICP on. I mean, we ain't got nothing to do with that bridge, but it is a nice bridge. Don't get me wrong with using.
Hold on, can you get Pulse on here?
Yeah, Pulse and ICP, they always doing us dirty. I know. But that's something that's possible though. You know what I'm saying? They can do that, bro. I see a little something. What's that?
That's no, that's not the same Pulse.
Oh, okay.
PLS, see what comes out. PLS.
Nah, PLS. Yeah, he typed it.
Now PLS is gate kept, man, just like ICP.
Yeah, just like ICP. That's a fact.
And that's where the three of us we get along so well because we believe in our product so much, and it's like the world hasn't seen it yet.
And bro, and we believe, and it's crazy because like, okay, you be on Pulse heavy, but you fuck with ICP, right? And it's like we be everywhere, but we be on ICP majority. And it's like, bro, we still fuck with Pulse. Bro, we 10-year gang on Spark Swap. 10-year gang. Did you know what that is?
That's with the neurons, right?
Now Spark Swap.
Now I'm talking on Spark Swap. On
Sprinkler.
PLS.
The sprinkler.
Yeah. Oh, the sparkler.
Yeah, we in there. We 10-year game. Me and 430 was in there, bro, early.
It's still paying too.
It's still in there. I mean, it's pennies, but hey, bro, it was nice. So
430.
imagine if
What's
Pulse Chain goes up, bro, and Spark Swap does something. Oof, we got that.
hold on? So this NAC token, bro. I've been watching it for a
Oof.
minute, and I've been with you guys since day one. The founder just came out and said, "Hey, I made a little token."
Bro, it's funny, and this is the crazy thing. It's like we the
October
gang, we
25th.
talk all the time, and this guy didn't even tell us. He just casually comes to the telegrams like, "Oh, I made a token. It's on Bob Fun."
I made a
I'm
little
like,
token, and then
"Yeah,
look
I
at it
made a
now,
little
bro.
token."
That was 10, 12 months ago. Or no, that was eight months ago. And
Yeah,
that thing, let's see if we can pull up the how much percentage it's going up. Oh man, I got this whole thing.
Definitely one of the healthiest charts on ICP, man. Definitely.
that's a fact.
Yeah, I got y'all on, but we can measure it later.
Hey, man, that's
5
all good,
zeros.
man. That's the community holding strong, man. You can't knock that.
Bro, that's like a 200x.
And it's
It's
still
crazy.
premature too, man. Like wait till it gets where it gotta go, man. Big bullish on that. Good dude.
That's a fact. And Nak been quiet too, so it's like is he cooking something? I don't know. Because
Yeah.
last time he went quiet, he dropped the token. Yeah, man. So shout out to Nak, bro.
The shells are
That's for sure.
taking over.
Yeah, man. And I don't know. I've been seeing a bunch of little shell PFPs. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
And NFTs. I mean, I don't
What?
know.
Is that alpha?
And I don't know. It looked pretty juicy though.
Are you guys looking forward to Q3 and what's to come? What can you guys see for the chains that we're in?
I'm excited, bro. And as far as like the little alts or whatever, I'm bullish, man. It looked like buying time right now. We just, as far as Bitcoin, we just had a major short recently, which turned around and had the opposite effect, a major pump right back to where it was. So things looking real bullish, bro. People want to see a higher Bitcoin price, a higher market price as a whole. You know, we got to see the whole crypto market cap go up 10x, whatever. I don't know. But I'm bullish, bro. I mean, and those who know me, Block, you know, I like the short. So it don't, I don't really care if it goes up or down. I want it to go up. Don't get me wrong. But if I can hold my tokens and make money on the way down as well, I'm cool. I like that. But I'm bullish, bro. I'm excited, man. I'm excited, guys. This is the time to be alive.
Incognito says, "Can we get much higher?" Man, come
Can
on,
we?
bro. We're going to at least
That's a
175
fact.
before the end of the year. ETH's going to go to 10K before the end of the year. That's minimum. That's minimum. That's conservative. Everybody's calling for 20K Ethereum. Everybody's calling for 250K Bitcoin. Man, we're going much higher. Any dollar into Bitcoin is great for crypto. Any money
Bro,
coming in is great for the rest of the chains.
and it's disgusting because it's like, you know, now at this point, because I've been telling people to back Bitcoin, bro, and this ain't a 2 mile horn or nothing, because nobody fucking bought it. But especially on Twitter, bro, I got post bookmarked, bro. I got them bookmarked. Oh, 18K Bitcoin is juicy. That's a buy. That's definitely a buy. You feel me? And look at it now, 107,000 Americans. Oof, oof. It's
Oi.
beautiful, man. It's beautiful. And shout out to Block, man, because I forgot we was live. I feel like we in the chat right now. For real, bro. I'm over here just vibed out. Not because I clicked the link from Telegram, so I'm kind of like still in Telegram, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, you might want to exit out, and that way you can still do your other stuff. But yeah,
Nah, it's
it's
cool. I can like swipe this joint. It works.
man. I remember around inauguration day, we were hitting the Huntex spot, and even all last summer. Oh, just hitting stains, man.
Tell them what happened, Block. What happened to it, man? What we do on the bot, man?
Man, we came out 5 figures several days in a row. That was a glorious time, my friend.
Shout out to Trap for that Hunt Xbox, that trading competition. I remember that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was blocked. That was with me. He did. He put the he was making them hefty ass bets. I was making some hefty bets, but he was doubling.
Yeah, and then we came out on top. We beat everybody. We beat Stunner and his team and all the other influencers for that week. And then they came out and gave us the little bonus, and we flipped that. I think we 5-6x that bonus bet, and that was a great time. I used that to DCA in the Pulse.
Yeah, and things like that, those are opportunities. You take those, and around that time, things were starting to dip. You know what I'm saying? So smart money, like you say, you positioned yourself. It that time to now played a very important. It was very impactful, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
We
'Cause you
used to
could
hit
have did
so
anything with
big.
that bread.
We used to hit so big that I'm very cautious, and I don't leverage trade much anymore because we had hit so many big wins around that time. It's like, nah, I don't know. I got to feel it. And just like when you feel a short, you don't go and open a short every single day, but you take less risks once you start to catch a wind of things.
Yeah, you see the market pumping because we all, let's face it, bro. We all got notifications for our favorite cryptos. Those of us that trade, we got plenty notifications popping off. So we know if it's pumping, it's like, oh, okay, I might could just hop in the short today. Like you say, that don't happen every day, bro. But it's oof, you gotta feel it, man. And that's smart. You don't want to give it all back. 430 said he want to start doing some trading.
That's a fact. Yeah, I'll be a little scared, man. I'm not the biggest trader, but just seeing you guys do it, it makes me feel encouraged. Like I know it's definitely possible. So that's the main thing that's out the way. I know it's possible.
Bro, I remember during the competition, I was at work, and it was in the middle of the summer, and like I was working in 100-degree heat, just watching my screen in between jobs, in between appointments, and I don't believe in coincidences, but man, the way we would strike, that was a blessing, bro. I feel like it's about to hit that time again because that was literally a year ago. We're about to hit that time where we're going to see some big jumps, and yes, we'll see some big retracements, but the opportunities will be there, man. The opportunities are everywhere, and the important thing is for us to teach people not to give up, not to bet too heavy, not to go too crazy, but to practice good etiquette. Be responsible because we're out here playing with our money. We're not out here playing with this is not a video game. We're not playing with characters, and you can't just respawn. You know what I mean? So when you're playing in the trenches, please manage your risk properly. Don't bet when you can't afford to lose. Like we said earlier, this is not financial advice. This is just a mindset thing. Just be smart when you're in the trenches. Because me and my boys, man, we've been through it all. Tron, BSC, Ethereum, Base, Solana, even over there on SwapX and Sonic. I mean, we're everywhere. Let's talk a little bit about making cross-game chains and determining where you bring that value back, because I don't like to shill a bunch of stuff on Pulse and dump on the people on Pulse. You know what I mean? It's better to go cross-chain, and Solana made it easy for all of us because Solana was just a dump chain anyway. You get your games on Sol and you bring it right back to home base. How can you kind of illustrate that for your crowd, guys? Because I know the ICP community is a little conflicted in terms of how to keep the community whole.
Right.
The thing about ICP, in my opinion, is people. Most of them don't go to other chains. Most of them are just on ICP. So it's real player versus player. You know what I'm saying? It could be better than what it is, but it's player versus player over there. But the ones that do I think they take their gains and buy like bigger tokens, BTC, Ethereum, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, which is fine because I do the same thing. I take all my money, I'm buying Bitcoin and shit like that. But what needs to happen is people gotta spread out. You just can't be, yeah, you don't want to be over leveraged and be too thin, but it's okay to step into other clubs, man. This club jumping, but that club across the street, go check it out. The music pumping over there too.
430.
We got the
What do you
bridge.
DCA into? I know 430 is everywhere. I know he's
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yeah, what do you what blue chips or what coins do you DCA into after you're gambling in the trenches like that?
I mean, are you asking me for my top 5? Is that really what you want to know?
Top 5, top 10. Let the people know because
I would say right now, Bitcoin for sure, preferably Lightning Bitcoin, but Bitcoin and Bitcoin. My number 2 is definitely ICP. My number 3 is USDC. That's a big USDC gang. USDT. I love stable coins. That's a good way. That question that you asked, Block, when people make gains or whatever, it's good to park your gains in stables. And you can move those stable coins around from blockchain to blockchain and keep progressing with your portfolio. But USDC is my number 3. I would say my number 4 is probably Binance. I love Binance. I haven't really been on Binance like that, but I'm really bullish on Binance. And I would say my number 5 is Monero. You know what I'm saying? The biggest private cryptocurrency on the planet. And then, if you want to extend it to like the top 10, I got to throw in VeChain in there. VeChain for sure. Pulse Chain for sure. I don't really like playing on Ethereum because I was a little mad about the fees, but Ethereum has been cheap recently, so I'm very excited about Ethereum. But I would say I would throw Ethereum in there. I would also say Litecoin. I'm bullish on Litecoin. I love using Litecoin whenever I off-ramp and pay my real-life bills on PayPal. I use Litecoin. And my last one I would probably say is, let me see, man. It's so many picks out there. I want to throw up Flow EVM in the mix right now, man. Trap put me on to that about 2-3 weeks ago with BZ.io, and we've been
around with pull it up. What's Flow?
Flow EVM. So basically, they got a whole ecosystem over there. They got a dashboard where you can participate with daily tasks, and you can get points, which equates to real tangible objects in real life, like an iPad or a phone. Or they got a bunch of cool stuff over there. But I really like the Flow EVM. They're responsible for that relay swap that we brought up earlier. So
go back, Block. Go back real quick to the Google page you saw. Yeah, go back real quick. Go to Flow. Type in Flow Store. Flow Store.
Hey, yo, gang. And I'm also I forgot to mention Chronos. Definitely Chronos.
That one, yeah.
Crypto.com for sure.
Yeah, 430, you had some good plays on Chronos. I know you did well over there.
If you go to that stuff right there, that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to tell 430 that like that's stuff that we do every day, just on a different chain. We do that stuff every day. We make swaps every day. We make, you know what I'm saying? We do this stuff every day. So
they got Morales
why not
on
do
here?
It on Flow? Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff, bro. So they got little quests you can do. You earn little boxes and keys for stuff that we already do. And those points equate to like digital money that you can buy stuff out the little store or whatnot. Now, some of the, it take a lot of points to get it. But over time, you get you a little something,
Ooh.
It take a lot of points. Yeah, it take a lot of points to get that stuff. But over time,
for these EVMs to move, we need Ethereum to get out of its little shell.
Like, bro, right now I got 58K points. You know what I'm saying? Just for making little swaps and
what are you swapping on? Are you using Relay to do that?
Yeah, I use Relay, but it's other things. You can use Kitty Swap. Like if you go to bro, they got a token called Froth. I'm not shilling this at all. I hold 0 Froth. And 430 can punch me for this because I told him not to buy it. he was like, yes, let's buy it. I was like, no, it's the top. But
this looks Kitty Swap looks kind of like a Pancake Swap.
Yeah, Kitty Swap is pretty cool. So you can do swaps up there. It's a whole bunch of different quests. They got the NBA Top Shots. You can open claws on BZ. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do, bro. You can lend, you can borrow. You know what I'm
So
saying? You can hold
430,
tokens.
this goes into 430's passion for Web3.
Yeah,
430, what does
yeah.
Web3 mean to you?
Being able to change your financial future, bro. That's really what I see when it comes to web. There's so many verticals that I could mention, but the whole point is that I haven't used a bank in almost 5 years, and my bills have been paid on time. The family's good, so like Web3 gives you power over your money, and it kind of turns your money into a Pokemon electrical kind of game. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but
No,
I love it.
it's Web2 on the blockchain.
And not only that, for charitable things, like you want to help people around the planet, you can only do that right now with cryptocurrency, man. Go try to send $50 to Mexico with Western Union or Union, whatever. You know, all those money services. Crypto is different, man.
You're gonna pay $5 to $10 to send that through.
And
Block in
Block
Mexico,
hit
I sent him Atom token, and he loves it. He gets it instantly.
Block hit it on the head earlier when he was talking about the hunt bot. He said he was at work on his mobile device, looking at a screen. I'm not saying you can do that every trade. I'm not saying you can, make thousands every single day. I mean, you can, but I'm not saying you are, whoever listening to this, but it's possible. You can make $20 a day. $20 a day will change your life. That's more than what you had. 100, what's that? 4 weeks, that's $80. That's a phone bill. You can pay, that's a free phone bill a month, $20 a week or whatever, So the money out here, man, it can be made. That's what Web3 mean to me. Possibilities. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no more, and I don't mean to be racial, y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I hear this a lot in my community. Oh, the white man, I can't get this job. Bump a job. But get your ass on, get you a phone, get you a wallet, make it happen.
That's a
You
fact.
get you a little temp joint, take that $60 and flip it. It's possible, y'all. And Trap will go band for band with your ass if you think I'm faking.
Find your tribe and get your tools ready, because iron sharpens iron. And the Degens here, man, the Degens run the chain. They think just because the institutional money's coming in, there's not going to be opportunities for us to move. Nah, man, we're moving faster than institutional money. All they're doing is bringing us liquidity. So we got to take that and learn from that, use it as an example, and understand what that's going to do to the whole space. We are literally getting more liquidity to play with. So get your blue chips early, because there's gonna come a time where the overall crypto market cap is going to be more than $5 trillion. It's going to be close to 10 here soon, and everything's going to be jumping. So we are on the verge of the fastest bull run that I think is about to happen. It might be over really quick, but I think we are all positioned properly, and we stay within our realm of possibilities without having to break free from what we believe in.
Facts. Hey, yo, Block, I believe we should do this more often, bro. We have a lot of sauce to share with the world, bro. Like that whole V-Chain situation right now, bro, we haven't talked about it, but V-Chain is lit. You get paid to do everything. We get paid to walk. We get paid to drink coffee. We get paid to drink water. Yo, we get paid to show our electric bill. We get paid to grocery shop. Like, you get tokens for everything you do. So V-Chain is another one, man.
And if you got a pet, you get paid to scoop poop.
That's a fact. Pick up some dogs.
You at the dog park. Nah, for real. You at the dog park. You got to pick it up. You feel me? It's the law. You're going to pick it up, right? I hope you is.
Might as well get paid.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? On another one, too, on the ICP, Insane Clown Printer. If you guys are on Twitter and you're not verified and you itching to make money, you should be all over Insane Clown Printer, man. That's a fact. You get paid to tweet. You know, there's a little a niche behind it. You got to tag certain profiles, but you start accumulating all type of ICP ecosystem tokens, and you guys should definitely check that out, man. we should definitely do this more often, Block, because we got a lot of ways we can share with people how to make money passively without putting in a lot of money. Because a lot of people don't have money, and this is a fact. There's more broke people than rich people. So if we cater to the people that don't have that much money, we're gonna win, bro. You never forget where you come from, Block. Never.
Well, let's. I didn't realize it, bro. It's been an hour. We've been rolling for an hour, and this has been one of the smoothest conversations that I've had for a while. So let's go over some closing thoughts, and we definitely got to do this again, man, because especially in the bull run when everything's popping, we're not telling people what to do with their money, but they can see us, and we can at least offer some good insight on the things that we're in. And if people want to choose to follow us, they can. But it's important for us to at least it's important for us to document this journey, because like Trap said, man, 10 years from now, they're going to be like, man, I remember this play that I heard on Sunday night on a Sunday stream with these random guys, and I did a 10x off of it. So I mean, yeah, this little stuff's important. And and I know it's not easy for us to try to onboard our young bulls and our family and the people in our community at IRL, but it's important for us to keep going, man.
Yo, Block, you know the chat right here, how it says private chat comments.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, I can't drive. You have to have a premium X to do the comments here. Okay. Because I'm looking, I see we got 59 people, man. This has been a great stream, Block. For
62.
Real, man.
62.
Wow. Hey, man, and my bad, y'all. I was a little unprofessional. And look, I was on point, but baby girl, like, just woke up. You know how that go. She just was like, you know what? I feel like my dad's about to do something. Let me just wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because she was knocked out, bro. But,
And so people, look,
yeah,
bro,
man.
Princess Trap got more ICP than me. Jeez.
Hey, man, Princess Trap showing her how good she got it, boy, I tell you. But that's what we do it for, man. And I can't stress this enough, y'all. I know you're trying to wrap it up. I can't stress this enough. Understand that $50 is still $50. Whoever listening to this show, I'm telling you, man, don't let these hypes, these hypes online tell you can make generational wealth every day. Don't get me wrong, it is possible, but it ain't happening every day. So be realistic. Make your little 100, 200 a day, $50 a day, whatever you can make. Make it and be happy and learn from it and try to double it. That's it. And keep trying to double it. That's it. And if you hit that generational wealth, congratulations.
I want to give a little shout out to my boy AOKG. He's been a follower since day one, man. And he said, whenever they figure it out, oh well, it's no excuse, because we all have a smartphone for a reason. We all have smartphones now. We all have these tools at our disposal. And yeah, it's not easy for us to tell people, hey, go put your money here. Because I got people that asked me years ago, hey, is it okay if I put my $100 here or there? If they would have just taken the leap, it would have been thousands of dollars right now. But we're not responsible for other people's actions. The only thing that we can do is continue to be positive leaders ourselves. All we can do is continue to show the way and hope that people do their own research. That's the important thing. Everybody has to do their own research. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of effort for you to be successful. But would you rather be slaving away for minimum wage 9 to 5, or would you rather have passive income while you're at work so you can slowly start to build towards that wealth?
Facts. Yo, and another big thing about Web3, because I heard Chap mention, yo, pardon me, I'm with baby girl. That's okay. That's the best thing about crypto. You get to a point where you can just make money out your house. So your kids could be around you. I do all this stuff in the house with my kids around me. I teach them. I show them everything I'm doing, whether they're into it or not. That's what I love most about Web3, the time that you get back at home with your family. And that's what's most important, at least for me.
That's a fact, bro. All them 12, 15-hour day shifts. Don't get me wrong, man. I know the alpha dogs and the stay hards and all of them. Oh, you got to work 18 hours. Fuck that, bro. We want to hang with our kids, man. Those that got kids, the ones without kids, grind hard, work them hours, do it. I'm telling you, stack that bread. But if you got kids, man, Web3 definitely helps with that, especially if you locked in and you making the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? you can you pay for things, lunch or whatever, you know, and it feels so good. It's like, for example, I just bought some Bojangles, some lunch for myself with the AVAX card. You know what I'm saying? That's real AVAX, bro. I mean, it was $8, but still, that's real AVAX coming off that card. Boom.
Hey,
Treat
Block,
yourself
you
to
get Payback's card yet?
No, send me the link and I'll look into it because I know I can bridge out. I can bridge from wherever I'm at. I can bridge my ETH over to AVAX and cash out that way, right?
yeah, and it's like, I mean, it's a card, but it come with a wallet address, so it's very simple to load.
And look, my boy KG said people can Uber and Lyft, they can DoorDash, they can get a part-time job on the weekends for a couple of months to DCA into crypto that appreciates in value every bull run. That's the thing. Crypto is the leverage, the hedge against the US dollar. In crypto, you get into the right assets, there's not really inflation. Look at Bitcoin. There is no inflation in Bitcoin. Why do you think it rises up? Because the more they print the US dollar, the more value that we are able to leverage against it.
And the difference is, if people, okay, let's say if the whole supply was out and the price decreased some, that gives more people opportunity. So with the USD, you don't get that opportunity. It's already the people that's in the game, that's the top players. That's it. They already the top players, you know. So we definitely got opportunity no matter where you at in the world, Africa, Peru, America, China, it don't matter. We all got that phone. We all got it. And shout out to the ones that ain't got it, bro, because it is like some tribes out there in the woods. Shout out to them, man.
That's a
But
fact. That's a fact.
nah,
We're
real rap.
making plays, helping everybody all around the planet, little by little. It may be a small amount of people now, but we've been slowly changing people's perspective on crypto. Not only crypto, giving people hopes of making money, making real money, and showing that it's possible. We've been doing it every single day consistently. Some people come off annoying, some people don't, but we're teachers. We're good, righteous teachers. And we've been trying to connect with everybody all over the planet. We have people all over the planet in our telegrams. And we're very, very proud of the work that we do. If you've been in crypto for over 4 years and you don't have the scam label on you, it's safe to say you're a real one. So I know we're all in this chat right now. We're real ones. And I just really want to congratulate you guys, not only on teaching me. I really appreciate you guys being a mentors to me, but I also appreciate you guys having patience with the world. And you know what I'm saying? Because some of us are closed. Some of us don't like talking to the outside world. And I get that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Keep your circle tight. I get it. But I really do appreciate you guys every single time you guys make time to teach a newbie, somebody that asks a question over something that you explained 1,000 times and you go ahead for the 1,001 time. That's the most important part. I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you for being a change in Web3, man. Real talk.
So I really appreciate that 430. Sorry, I'm not trying to just blow that off. Yeah, I mean it's not easy, bro. We come from a place where there's not much help. So that's why I really appreciate Trap for helping us out along the way too, because he's more than happy just to be like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And he's not telling nobody, hey, put your money this or you bet the house on that. He's just showing you the possibilities. But that's the kind of example that we need to remind ourselves to stay humble in, so that when people are looking and asking questions, we realize what it takes to get that message across. And for instance, tell the people how many hours you guys work a week, because we're still normal guys. I still have a full-time job. I still work 50, 60 hours a week. What about you guys? 40
to 50, 60 hours a week, maybe more if I decide to push it, but 40, nothing less, man. That's a fact. You can't just stop working, man. You got to keep working even when you're rich, man. You got to stay busy.
Yeah, I do about 40 right now. I was doing 50, 60 a week, but y'all know Princess Trap, you know, family and stuff, so I kind of cut it back to like 30 hours a week, but I just bumped it back up to about 40 right now. You know, baby girl getting a little older now, so she's not as needy as an infant.
Look, my man said, I work 10 hours or more and I'm happy. My family's happy. And whenever I get to that point, well, I work for myself. I'm not dropping the ball just to live somebody else's dream.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So
I've been
You know, DeFi
I've been wanting to cut that back.
DeFi is a
my
little
bad, bro.
hustle, man. DeFi is it started out as a side hustle, but we've been able to turn our passion into a hobby, and now it's turning into more than just a hustle. I get really passionate about it, man.
Full business coming, baby.
And for example, right? And this is just an example. Like sometimes you really have to, when people say do your homework, you really have to do your homework. Like, just an example, me, I look at charts. I can't really explain how I do what I do, but I do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm not here to be teaching. But if somebody want ask, I can show you. That's the best I can do. I can't explain it, but I can show you. But it's like sometimes, bro, I look at these charts and I stare at these charts, and I tell 430, I'm like, yo, I'm preparing for next week. I'm finna trade next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my little pieces together. I'm seeing how the market's moving. And then that one day, sometimes I lose, but most of the time, bro, I can make a good amount of money in like 20 minutes and then just chill. So I go to work happy. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel good. It's like, yeah, I can still go to work, have something legal on paper or whatever. But we all got goals, bro.
It makes the day job a little less painful.
Yo, there's no feeling like walking into work in the beginning of the day and you hit a lick that's 3-4 times bigger than what you're gonna make for the day in the morning off your phone, bro. That's
off your phone. It just makes so much sense, bro. It's just so much better. And I can't stress it enough. You know, Trap, I'm gonna keep repeating it. It don't happen every day. But when it do happen, it's so juicy. It's like if you play it right, it's good, bro. So when you know what I'm saying, you gotta just play it right, man. Don't be out here gambling on stake.com.
Yeah. Break free, man.
Yeah.
Break free from the 9 to 5. Break free from the old way that we used to look at money, because the dollar is changing. So is our value. Look, my boy, hey, Trap is giving you a little shout out right here, man. He said he got skin in the game, and it takes a special mind to do that. Not everyone is that brilliant as Trap. I've met a couple of people like him, but his kind is rare. So, hey, man, like, yeah, it takes
much love, man.
It takes a little while. Sorry, go ahead.
That boy's a crypto rock star. You hear me?
Let's go.
Yeah, Trap, man. Thanks for your guidance along the way too, because I know we'll just sit back and have normal conversation, but we've definitely been able to kind of prepare ourselves better in the trenches. They don't call it the trenches for a reason. It's not easy to go out and try to get some gains out of some plays. You really have to be prepared. You got to have your tools. You got to have your research done, and you got to go in with the right tribe. So find your tribe and stick to it, man. I know we do our best to represent each other well, but more importantly, we do our best to represent ourselves well. And when you step into the crypto space, it gets very unforgiving at times. And sometimes you might feel very alone. But yeah, man. Guys, it was a pleasure to have you on. I'm so glad we were able to do this. I hope we can do this again. I put y'all's information in the YouTube descriptions and on X so that people can go and follow you. Keep in mind, 430 and Trap or myself will never DM you first, whether it's on Telegram, whether it's on Twitter. We will never DM you first. So if you see a DM from somebody that looks like us, always verify our main page, because we will never DM you guys first. 430 and Trap, do you guys have any closing comments before we close this out?
Man, I just appreciate it, man. I appreciate being up here, good chatting for sure. Good Sundays, y'all.
Big facts. Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Blockhead, for the opportunity. Humbled to be here talking with you, bro. I look forward to doing this again with y'all. I love y'all, man. I want to say God bless to everybody watching this, listening. Today's going to be an excellent day. And don't take no shit from nobody, man. Let's get it.
Hey, man, God bless. Y'all have a good one. And yeah, y'all take care, be careful out there. Do your own research. And remember, this is not financial advice. Just make sure you're getting better every single day. All right, y'all.
Yeah, from the block to the blockchain. I yield farm and I mean trade. I'm Pulse Chain, I just DCA the block for the DeFi. Shout out to the whole gang. From the block to the blockchain. I yield farm and I mean trade. I'm Pulse Chain, I just DCA the block for the DeFi. Shout out to the whole